Hi, my name is Greg Hollier. I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing at GEM Systems Advanced Magnetometers. Today we're going to be discussing the Potassium Magnetometer from GEM. It's an optically pumped magnetometer that's among the most sensitive magnetometers available for earth sciences. It's a ground system, also available in an airborne system, but we're going to be showing you the ground system today. Some of the features of the system are its ultra-high sensitivity. It is the most sensitive earth science magnetometer available. Its gradient tolerance, it has a very high gradient tolerance, which is important when you're surveying in areas of culture and high magnetic noise, and as well it has high absolute accuracy. These are some of the parameters that set the optically pumped potassium magnetometer apart from the rest. As well, it has a very low heading error, which is characteristic of potassium optically pumped magnetometers. So with this, onward ho, and we'll look at more in detail on the magnetometer itself. Okay, now that your potassium box has arrived, it's time to open the magical mystery box and see exactly what's inside. So the first thing we see is our backpack. Then we have a backpack attachment for holding sensors. Then we have an attachment for holding the battery and electronics box. Followed by our sensor. We can see the cable there, and underneath the padding is our sensor, special 35mm cell. And for the rest of the box, you see we have a console. It's a special GEM console for the potassium magnetometer. An electronics box which powers the magnetometer and records the measurements. And cabling for the magnetometer, as well as a GPS button at the top. And lastly, in the top part of the case, we have our sensor staffs, which attach to the backpack and can be raised to any particular height desired. And that's basically the contents of your magical mystery box, along with one additional piece, the sensor holder that appears on the back of the sensor staff. And the final element is our lithium-ion battery, special battery that's UN approved for shipment, as long as it's in a safe case and such as you see here. So this is all ready to go and be shipped. Okay, now we're ready to configure our potassium magnetometer. Very easy to do. Let's start by pressing B, which is the power switch, to turn the magnetometer on. And then we see a very simple menu system, approximately 6 or 7 menus. We're going to use the A survey menu to do most of our setup. And we're going to select A walk mag, which is the setting for our nearly continuous walking magnetometer. And then we're going to scroll over using the F key to cycling and select the frequency of measurement for the system. In this particular case, we're going to use 100 milliseconds, which corresponds to 10 hertz, a very high sampling rate, which is one of the characteristics of this magnetometer. It can sample up to 20 milliseconds if required. And now we're going to move to A start and actually start the survey. For additional configuring steps, please consult your manual, and you'll be able to see that there. And as we can see on the screen, there's a text number being recorded along with the magnetometer data for this particular location. So this is acting as a base station in this particular mode. Always remember about GEM, our world is magnetic.